But we do believe there's nothing that can't be sold. Each week we aim to prove it by challenging two of Australia's leading ad agencies to put aside any moral qualms and come up with a campaign to sell the unsellable. We give them a week to prepare, and then here in Gruen Stadium, each team gets to make its pitch. The winner takes home this new, improved Gruen trophy. Now with the clean, fresh taste of Gruen. Tonight, a tourism challenge. Recently, the US military announced its intention to build luxury hotels and a fun park in Baghdad's green zone. We asked our agencies to run with the idea and make Australians think of Baghdad as the perfect holiday fun spot. Can they do it? Let's find out. Please welcome, from the works, Kevin McMillan. And from M&C Saatchi, Ben Welsh. All right, Kevin, you first. How was it for you? More or less difficult than it first would seem?
It wasn't too difficult. I mean, it's an interesting brief. It's probably no more difficult than most of the briefs we get in the agency. I guess for us it was kind of just finding a truth, and the truth about Baghdad, of course, is that it is clearly the most dangerous place on earth right now, so trying to convince Australians to go there is not an easy task necessarily. But we focused on a truth, and that is that 99% of Australians won't go there, so who will go there? And it's probably likely to be people seeking adrenaline rushes or a dangerous type of holiday or an adventure, you know. I mean, you can't even get holiday insurance to go to Baghdad right now, so there's a reality to the brief that we had to accept and take on, so yeah. All
right, well, let's have a look at your idea then.
Where will you be going on your next extreme holiday? Rock climbing in Arizona, bungee jumping in New Zealand, surfing in Chopu, snowboarding in Thredbo, or how about Baghdad? Baghdad, have you got the balls to go?
It seems appropriate given tonight's topic of underwear, I think, yeah.
You really would have to have balls as big as David Beckham.
Absolutely right, yeah. He's in Baghdad now, yeah.
All right, well, Ben, how did you approach the challenge? What ideas did you abandon along the way?
Probably all the good ones, I fear, having seen that. You know, some of the... So we looked at the obvious first. We thought of parody. Victoria's You'll Love Every Part of Victoria. We thought You'll Love Every Body Part of Baghdad. Might not be right. So we thought, well, so where the bloody hell are you could become So You're Bloody Well Here. Or rather, So You're Here in Bloody Hell, or something like that. But we ignored all those, and we searched too for a truth about Baghdad, and we found a truth in the unique nature. I mean, the truth is always very important, and particularly in tourism when the world is really women diving into swimming pools to a soundtrack with a logo at the end, and it's all the same. And the truth we found was one of the ethnic mix in Baghdad is unique. And really the ethnic mix in Baghdad has created the Baghdad you can experience today.
Oh, well, let's have a look at what you came up with then.
Looking for the next holiday hotspot? Forget Mallorca. This year it's Baghdad. Sure, most of the buildings have had their roofs blown off, but hey, it never rains here anyway. The roads might have a few potholes, but the fuel's bloody cheap. And taking a tank sure beats the tube, especially after curfew. But don't take my word for it. We've had over 500,000 visitors in the last few years. And they just keep coming. Baghdad, 60% shite, 40% sunny.
Great job. I like them both. I'm not sure who's going to be the winner here. We'll have to go to our panel. Russell, what did you think?
Well, I was wondering why you had a Northern English accent the whole way through until the end. The end line that revealed why you had that. I thought that was fantastic, wonderful end line. And, of course, have you got the balls to perfectly on theme? I think, look, they're both... I said this last week. I think they're both fantastic, Will.
Well, thank you for sitting on the fence and not helping me again. Darryl, what did you think, mate?
I loved the last one, but the first one actually sold me.
Jane, holidays in Baghdad?
I love them both, and I like the touch of using Ross Noble. I recognise the voice.
That
The
was me.
comedian. Was you?
Why?
Okay, well, the other guy's finished it.
Can I just explain why the Geordie accent, apart from it was a Geordie accent, just in case no one realised. You'll never get anyone to leave Australia. It's such a wonderful country. And with Tourism Australia having been a client of ours, we couldn't encourage people to leave it anyway. So, but the northeast of England is so bloody grim, you could potentially convince them to go to Baghdad. So there was a strategic key to that.
Now that I like.
I like that too.
That's odd.
I just kept thinking, Baghdad, it's not going to cost you an arm and a leg. But I thought the line on the second one was the best line, but I thought the best idea definitely was the first one. It sold me as well.
I thought I probably would have gone on either of them, I've got to be honest with you, but I think that the jury has said today that it might be Kevin from the works. Congratulations. Well, mate. Congratulations, mate. Congratulations to you as well, mate. Please thank Kevin McMillan and Ben Welsh.